Out there, Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up? Got Daddy Daycare up in this piece.
All right. Same for me yesterday.
And they're cutting my grass.
Mm.
So that means the dogs are not too happy.
Also got to be wary of your internet.
No, that's fine. The dogs are like, who the hell is this in our yard? This is where we play. And unfortunately, Zeus knows how to open the doors. So I got a text like 5 minutes ago. Hey, one of your dogs is outside. Nope, make that two. No, they're all out.
They're all there.
Yeah, they're all circling the lawn guy.
And then after he asked who let the dogs out, did you go, who?
Marcos, -1 quickly.
-1. We're off, baby. Let's get to some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Ricky Williams is going to join us this hour. Always love when Ricky stops by the show.
Heisman.
He is. He's got his Heisman. He's doing an appearance coming up in Sebring, Florida, which is in Central Florida. So hey, listen.
If he's gonna come all the way across across the country, you might as well just go ahead on to a Dolphins game, right?
I don't know. You think he's been back?
Yeah,
I wonder if he's been back.
How's their relationship?
The funny thing about it is, and I'll tell you firsthand, the relationship with the fans is a lot different than the relationship with the organization, right? And what ends up happening is that now that it's been a while since Ricky has played, fans only remember the stud that he was.
Right.
And so, but that bad blood, and I don't know if there is bad blood, but if there's bad blood with an organization, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was as nuclear toxic as it could get back when it first happened. But I think, he had the comeback and the other comeback, So I think it's better, but I don't know if he's ever been back for a game.
Right. And the other thing is that now that you get further away from that whole situation with Ricky and the Miami Dolphins, and you realize how much they worked him, you seem a lot of people have more sympathy for what he was going through, right? So we're in a different place with that whole situation, whereas people are probably a lot more understanding now than they were when it was going on.
Definitely. So he's going to join us coming up about 10:45 today when Ricky's scheduled to swing by the show. Looking forward to that. Meanwhile, very exciting day for me yesterday, Leroy. Very exciting.
What happened?
The Miami Dolphins have been selected for in-season Hard Knocks.
Goosies.
I am so excited, dude. This is going to be the greatest reality show known to man.
Really? The things that excite you really have nothing to do with football. You realize that, right?
This is definitely big, though. Because Tua was like, no, I don't want to do the quarterback show. The Dolphins were like, no, this is too much of a distraction. Now I get my daily fill of Cheetah and Tua.
I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing show. They're a very captivating team. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Are you like are you going into it with a preconceived notion? So there's nothing that could happen that would disappoint you?
No. Why? What would disappoint me?
But that's what I'm saying. Listen, Marcos, we had this conversation before. It's hard for a comedian to fail because people buy tickets to go somewhere and laugh. So they're going to go out of their way to laugh, even if your jokes aren't that funny. This is where Tobin is right now. He wants to see the Dolphins on Hard Knocks so bad that even if it sucks, he gonna squeeze blood from that turnip.
It's not gonna suck. It's impossible for it to suck.
Again, you're going into it with a preconceived notion, which is what I said when we started.
No, but most people were like, I don't like the distraction. I don't like the noise around my team. I don't like this. It's like, yeah, but first of all, it's not gonna matter one iota.
How do you
whether or not
know?
it's not going to. Come on.
I'm telling, dude. Let me explain to you about sports, right? That coaches and usually organizations and players hate the slightest bit of interference or distraction in doing what they need to do, right? And the first time they have a bad game or something like that, you know what everybody's going to say, right? Even if it's not
But
true.
those people are idiots.
Okay.
But those people are idiots.
Okay.
It's a dumb take, and we're all just I don't understand any Dolphin fan who doesn't want more content of their team. Every Dolphin fan laps up like a puppy the Mike McDaniel mic'd up. Everybody loves when Tyreek Hill trolls people on Twitter or calls out Stephen A. Smith on his podcast. There's so much more content out there anyway that is player and team created. In a way, it's almost made Hard Knocks kind of obsolete. It's not what it used to be for sure because we already have a lot of access to this stuff, but it's still going to be great, dude, because you're going to have the narrator.
You just already said exactly what I've been saying.
No, that's
right?
not what you
like.
saying.
No, you said there's plenty of content out there already that it almost has made Hard Knocks obsolete, right?
But a lot of it. But
so
here's
why,
the
like,
because
okay, what are you going to get?
Because here are the teams that they've picked for in season: the Cardinals, who cares?
Boo.
The Colts, who cares? Now you have the greatest show on surf, dude. You got Tua, Tyreek, Mike McDaniel, Waddle, Jalen Ramsey. You got some of the most captivating personalities in the league, baby. In Miami, in a good season, this could be the thing that saves the show. And you got that narrator.
What are you talking about saving the show? Nobody give a damn about Hard Knocks getting saved. I'm just telling you. Wait, I'm just telling you. The first bad game, and keep in mind it's a long season, it's going to happen again. The first time it happens, all everybody's going to talk about is Hard Knocks. Okay? I'm not telling you if it's right or wrong, but I'm telling you that when you fail, everybody looks for reasons, and that's what they're going to go to. So as a coach or a player, you're like, I don't want that smoke.
It doesn't matter. Like whether they want it or not, they have the smoke. And so now what you do with the smoke, you put on a gas mask and you embrace it.
-1.
Why?
No.
-1.
It's just stupid. It's just you have really in 10 minutes, you've tried way too hard.
Go find your dogs.
No, my dogs are fine. You're not.
We'll take a quick break. Ricky Williams is going to join us later on this hour. Back with more Tobin and Leroy after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Taking you up until 2 o'clock here on the program. Streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. The channel, Miami 560 WQAM. Indian Rossa says, episode 10, Mike gives Fangs an edible.
And you would love that.
I would love that. That would be amazing.
Oh, my God.
That would be amazing. You got to pot up the birderer. Fix it, frog boy. Hey, fix it.
Sorry.
Or Twizzlers.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Isn't that what he likes snacking on?
The old love Twizzlers.
Oh, the old do love Twizzlers, especially the black flavor, just the licorice flavored licorice.
Oh,
Oh,
also
the old
like
one.
those like those old people mints, you know, the ones that you put in your mouth and they melt.
I got my phone when I was getting it activated yesterday. I finally got my new phone back connected to the world, and the guy's like, "Oh, it's so good to get this done fast because you know how to load up a phone." I go, "Yeah, the old. They're not very good with technology." He goes, "They're not." We bonded. I don't know if that's proper or not, but whatever. He seemed to enjoy it. Yeah, man, this is gonna be fun. Who's not having fun? You don't want this documented? This season of greatness that's gonna be upon us.
You know what you asked for.
It is. It's exactly what. But it's even better, J Fig, because now it's in season. Who cares about that training camp nonsense? They run out of ideas by episode 3. But now,
don't forget Werther's.
It's gonna be so good. I can't wait.
The old Love Werthers. I bet you right now, Fang's got a pocket full of them.
It's gonna be Mike McDaniel's gonna be the star of this thing for sure.
You think?
Oh yeah,
No.
dude.
Tyreek.
Cheetah will be good. Cheetah will be good for sure. But like just going in those, just being in a Mike McDaniel meeting, seeing how that beautiful mind of his works.
Do they go into meetings?
What do you mean?
I don't remember if they went into meetings or not.
I think he just likes to talk.
Okay.
Just seems to me like he would like to talk. Do you think we'll get some the last time the Dolphins were on Hard Knocks, of course, it was Joe Philbin as head coach. Not as charismatic.
Charismatic.
We had
never been a damn coach before.
We had great moments in that season which included Joe Philbin having to fire Chad Ochocinco. They of course then had the guy who stole Joe Philbin's chair. Then the team decided they didn't like that Chad Ochocinco was fired, so they made their own leadership council. Then you had Joe Philbin basically calling Jeff Ireland an idiot because he drafted receivers who aren't good receivers. Then you also had Vontae Davis, of course, getting traded, and he wanted to call his grandma, and Jeff Ireland wouldn't let him. And then, of course, my favorite, which was offensive coordinator Mike Sherman, just lighting into former Dolphins tight end Michael Egnew.
Charles, where's Charles? Charles, I'm telling you right now, I got nothing to say about you in these meetings other than he's not doing his job. You better start picking your shit up. That wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough. You heard us the other day. Michael Egnew, where you? You were terrible. Terrible. I would cut you today if I was the general manager. I would cut you. Get your head out of your ass. We know this group is not waiting for you. You're drafted as a high pick. Get your shit going. Do you understand? It's not good enough. Do you understand me? I mean, just understand how this thing works. We watch a practice like this. We're calling tight ends around the league. Just who's available. That's what happens. So let's be real about this thing. There's no full scholarship.
Oh, that's good. Never really worked out for Michael Egnew. I don't think his confidence really recovered from that evisceration.
Hey, but sometimes that's part of the game, right? How can you take it? How can you respond? How can you bounce back? If a coach says something like that to you and you fold up in a show, then what are you going to do in a game when it gets tough? When you get,
right.
When things get a little hectic and everybody else on the field need to depend on you. So how you respond to these things says a lot more than just that situation. It gives people kind of an idea of what you're going to do in those moments during a game. And that's the test. The test is not what that coach said. They ain't going to cut him. They draft like when you start off by saying we drafted you too high to cut you, right? Then they ain't going to cut you. But how you respond to that, that's the hardest part of sports. It's not when things are going great. It's when somebody's yelling at you, when your whole unit is struggling, when you got to step it up and somebody calls you out. How do you respond to that? And you see some guys respond to it well, and you see some guys fold up into a little turtle shell. Look at Tua. Tua's a perfect example. He basically got the same treatment as Egnew.
Mm-hmm.
And look at where he is now.
Yeah, Tua was saying this week on Sunday Night Football on the pregame, he was like, I was like afraid to laugh at Mike McDaniel's jokes in meetings because football's not fun.
Right.
Man, he was traumatized.
I know.
No,
scarred.
dude, it happens. And when this was all going on, the only thing I had to say was this, and that was, Tua didn't ask to be drafted here. You drafted him. So why wouldn't you do everything in your power as a coach or organization to try to make it work? It makes no sense that they did what they did to Tua when they brought him in.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But now we get to see we get to see this peacock spread his feathers. And that's going to be the beauty of Hard Knocks for Tua.
You have already written a script for each participant in Hard Knocks.
Oh, it's going to be great.
But what if it doesn't go that way? What if Tua doesn't say anything because he don't want to?
How great is it going to be? Hard Knocks. First episode, Tua in his gi at jiu-jitsu class.
Whoa.
Yup.
Dang.
Business just picked up, dude.
Yeah.
We are going to see Tua and Agee.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Why? What?
What?
Well, yeah, it's a hypothetical situation.
Okay, well, you're making it seem like
We're
it's
definitely going to
official.
get that. I want it now that he said it, though.
If they want to hire me as a producer of
Can I-
Hard Knocks,
can I-
if they
Can I
wanna,
just tell you?
freelance.
Can I just tell you? When I saw the news, I had to reach into my inner Leroy and say, you know where this dude is going. You know the unnecessary excitement he is going to have on tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
Let's just, and you're insufferable.
You want to know the great thing about it?
No,
was
I don't.
Can I just tell you about it though? Because
No.
I've been a little bit in a time warp because I didn't have a phone, and we did the show yesterday, and the kids were sick, and so I didn't know this news up until Mike McDaniel's press conference, and I was like, "What? What do you mean they're on Hard Knocks? That's amazing!" He didn't sound that enthused about it though.
I
Here's Mike
wonder
McDaniel.
why. You think Mike McDaniel had to say so?
No,
I told the team.
it doesn't sound like he did.
I wouldn't call it a team decision, but at the same time, you guys know me well enough to that I steer clear of worrying about things that we can't control.
Exactly.
So, I think it's something that, I conveyed to the team for the first time today. And, I see some positives with this particular team, just knowing that there's a lot of things that, in terms of when we do have success in the field, that people kind of are curious as to how that happens. I think they'll see exactly where that comes from, and that's I don't think it's a bad thing for people to see our day in day out hard work.
Me neither, dude. We're about to see how the sausage is made, which is ironic because they're going to Germany. All right, little Dolphin schnitzel.
Still not over that, by the way. Best game of the year.
In Germany.
Why?
Why what,
He's trying to
dude?
make up for all the days he did not have a phone.
No, this is
Which
not.
was like 2 days.
It's not fair.
Maybe.
That's not fair. It has nothing to do with me. I've wanted this, J-Fig. I've wanted the Dolphins on Hard Knocks for the longest. I thought they should have volunteered because nobody ever wants to be on Hard Knocks. I said, what an FU it would be to everybody if they volunteered Hard Knocks. And this is going to show everybody in-season Hard Knocks on the road to the championship. I can't wait, dude.
You are the worst. You are the worst.
Why? Relaxes, baby. Look behind the scenes.
I would like to put you behind the scenes right now and stop this nonsense. Dude, Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
And it hasn't even started yet. Just
Oh,
think about it.
When Fangs gets to be a curmudgeon in a meeting.
When does it start? When's episode 1?
I think they said that they start filming after the Germany game.
I would love to see Tyreek
They
Hill in
should have
Germany.
started.
Oh, I'm sure-
they're not taking a camera crew to Germany, dude.
Why not?
Why not?
Why
That's the
not? You
problem.
just said how it's slipping and it's not that big. They ain't gonna spend all that money to get camera crews over there.
Just get a couple of German guys and some lederhosen and get them out there and have them film.
Uh-oh.
You think everyone's
You
just
know
like-
what? That's got to go on the board.
Lederhosen?
You got to dress like a German.
Oh no.
Give me some more of the Dolphins last time on Hard Knocks. This is, of course, Mike Sherman, who couldn't continue a meeting because
That team
Jaworski
was
Lane.
terrible.
They were fine. They were okay. I think
No,
they
they
were 500.
weren't.
They were 500.
Oh,
Former fullback Jaworski Lane walked into a meeting late, and Mike Sherman couldn't continue.
Okay, fellas, let's get started. We don't have a whole lot of time in here together, so let's. What I want to do is kind of have a quick review of what we anticipate them to play, as well as you can anticipate some of the early calls we'll have in the game. So what we'll do, Jaworski, where you been? Okay, meeting starts at 8:50. You're in here at 8:50. I don't give a okay. See how you disrupt the meeting? It's bull. Anyways, so the big thing tomorrow, guys, is come out fired up, ready to go. Give it your best effort you possibly can. Have no regrets about how you play this game tomorrow. Okay. Travorsky, let me see you for a minute real quick. You see how you disturb me? When you walk in late, I'm in a train of thought. You come in late, that's bullcrap. You cannot do that. If you want to be a professional, there's a certain way of being a pro, and that's not it. Sir. Do you understand me? Sir. And so either you come in the meeting, you say, Coach, I got an emergency situation. I got to take. I understand. I can handle that, but I can't handle when you come into a meeting, and I'm in the middle of it, and all of a sudden you break my train of thought. That's bull. You heard all these other guys. Everybody else is here. Yes, sir. You're a grown man. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, that's what being a professional is all about.
You just started.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
There's one
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Can I ask you a question? This is what I thought.
So great.
How much of a professional are you if a door opening breaks your train of thought and you can't go forward? You've been a coach for 80 years. Like, really?
Oh man.
You broke my train of thought. See what you did? Like,
Jaworski, get over here. Coach, you were at good morning. You were late.
I mean, like,
Oh man.
I mean, I did listen. It's funny because guys say I was late. I had to go to the bathroom, right? And I had a coach say, I train myself to go every morning before I get here. That way I don't have to go during meetings.
That's what he told you?
Yeah.
Wow. Guy
But
had
it didn't matter for me
a master of bowels.
because if I said I was late because I had to go take a number 2, everybody would say you're lying because you don't go in public.
It's fair.